What's going on, everybody? It's Brayden with JACOJE Fine Jewelry, your personal jeweler, and today I'm shipping pretty much every rope chain size that I have up to the 6mm. So I said let's make a video. I get questions all the time, especially when we're talking about like that 2.5 to 3.5mm, and I got them all. So I just wanted to show you guys, talk about the rope chains. Rope chains have been my most popular chain, way out in front than any other chain. So I know you guys want to see these type of videos. With that being said, let's get started. Here's all the shipments today, and if you noticed, these aren't the JACOJE boxes. I have run out of boxes. These are the original boxes. Actually, we're approaching 2 years on YouTube, so these are the original boxes I use. Now the delay is because I didn't know Chinese New Year's was a whole month, and I ordered them before, so they just started making them, so I ran out. There's a little lapse there, unfortunately, so I have to ship out the old boxes. You guys are in a treat though. I want to showcase these chains because why? We have a solid 18 karat gold Franco, diamond cut Franco chain. Now this baby is rare. It was a special order, but you just won't see a chain like this very often. Rose gold is not very common. 18 karat gold in the United States is not very common as well. So this thing is kind of like a mythical creature, and I put it next to the 5mm diamond cut Franco, and there you go. Just this is solid 14 karat gold, but these Francos are so nice. So I'm gonna put together the rope chains that we need for this video, and let's get this thing started. Alright, so here's all the sizes, or the sizes we're gonna go over today. Starting from left to right, we have the 1.5, the 2, the 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, 5, and then the bigger 6 right here. Now I kind of spaced these out because if you're looking for kind of a simple starter chain, you're going to start looking from the 1.5 maybe to about the 3mm. Now people ask me all the time, should I go with the 2.5 or should I upgrade to the 3? And I realize I don't have the 2.9. I'll put a picture on the screen of a 2.9 side by side with the 3. This is actually, the 3 is actually gauged to 3.2mm. The thing with the rope chains, and this is unique to these rope chains, is they're gauged before the diamond cutting process. So they'll take a true 4mm like this one, and then they'll put the diamond cuts or apply the diamond cuts, and it shaves some gold off the side. So you end up maybe a 3.7. It varies. And so that's the story with the diamond cut rope chain. So you got to look at, I would just screenshot this picture right here so you can do side by sides, but every width you go, I always recommend going up 0.5mm because it looks different on camera than in person. But these ones more simple, and then as you get up to like the 4, 5, and 6, you could definitely tell the difference between the 5mm and let's say the 3mm here. There's a big difference. So I always recommend go up a little bit. If you have to save for a while, it's definitely worth doing. So I'm going to put these on so we can see these chains around a neck. So starting off with the 2-chain rope length, we have the 1.5 20-inch and the 2mm 22-inch. This does not look bad at all. It's something simple. For a starter, with me right now, would I buy this as my 2-chain setup? No, but when I started out, I definitely would consider it. It definitely looks nice. Now I'm 2-chaining the 2.5mm at a 22-inch and the 3mm at a 24-inch. I'm breaking these up in two so you guys can get a better idea. If you're debating between a 2mm and a 2.5mm, I would say save up the money and go with the 2.5mm. Start short, like a 20 or 22. That way you could add longer and wider later. That is the #1 tip when styling your chains, is start, if you got a little budget, start shorter, and that way you could stack it and go down the neck. So 2-chain, 2.5, 3mm right there, 22 and 24. Now we're getting serious. I have a 3mm 22-inch, 3.5mm 24-inch, and the 4mm 26-inch. And this is what I mean by starting. I mean, a 3mm is good for a nice size budget. If you're just starting out, you have a nice budget, go with the 3mm, maybe a little shorter like a 20-22. This is a 22-inch. 22-inch, by the way, is my everyday length size. I love 22 inches for some reason. It sits well. It's not too much. I don't like when it hangs out for an everyday chain. Now, if I'm going out just like on a Saturday night, then I lengthen it. But every day I keep it casual. So here we go. We have the proper spacing, the 4mm, 3.5, and then the 3mm, 22, 24, and 26. Last but certainly not least is the 5mm, the 24, and then the 6mm 26-inch. And I really feel if you're in the ballpark for a thick rope that stands out, it's still classified as an everyday chain in my book. The 6mm is kind of borderline. But honestly, I love the 6mm. As a solitaire chain and a rope chain, 6mm is the best, and the 26-inch length is the best as well. But here you go. This is two chaining some nice size chains right here. I really think if you're kind of standing out, want to hit a home run, not a grand slam. The grand slam would be like the 7mm and up, but a home run, a modest home run, then you'd have to really look in the 5 and 6mm. 5 is versatile because you put a nice pendant on it. 6mm is just a very standout-ish chain. All right, here's one last look at all the sizes. I really enjoy the rope chains. I know why people buy them so much, because they are a great chain. The weight on them's good. The price on them is good as well. So just keep on looking. You have to see kind of what realm you're in, if you're in the 2mm range, or if you're looking more of a 4mm range, and narrow it down from there as far as what length you want. And I'm always available to you guys. Email me or DM me. All my information will be below or on the screen. Reach out to me if you need sizing help, length help, if you want two chains, pair them up with different chains. I love that. That's why I got into this, is for the love of that. And I'm always down to talk some chains with people. So feel free to reach out to me if you ever need advice, because I wear them well, don't I? So that's it for today's video, and we will see you on our next jewelry video.